Yahweh was speaking to Moshe, Shemoth, Exodus chapter 23.
Thou shalt not take up a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to turn aside after a multitude to bend justice. Neither shalt thou favor a poor man in his cause. If thou meet even thy hater's ox or his donkey going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the donkey of even him that hateth thee lying under his burden, thou shalt forbear to leave him. Thou shalt surely release it with him. Thou shalt not bend the justice due to thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. And a bribe thou shalt not take, for a bribe blindeth them that have sight, and perverteth the words of the righteous. And a sojourner shalt thou not oppress, for ye know the soul of a sojourner, seeing ye were sojourners in the land of Mithraim. And 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the increase thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie fallow, that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave the lively beast of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy oliveyard. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thy ox and thy donkey may have rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the sojourner may be refreshed. And in all things that I have said to you, take ye heed, and the name of other gods ye shall not mention, neither let it be heard upon thy mouth. 3 times thou shalt keep a festival to me in the year. The festival of the unleavened breads shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened breads, as I commanded thee, for the appointment of the month of the Abib, for in it thou camest out from Mithraim, and none shall appear before me empty. And the festival of the harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou sowest in the field, and the festival of the ingathering, in the years going out, when thou gatherest in thy labors out of the field. 3 times in the year all thy males shall appear before the Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened food, neither shall the fat of my festive sacrifice remain all night until the morning. The first of the first fruits of thy ground thou shalt bring into the house of Yahweh thy God. Thou shalt not boil a goatling in its mother's milk. Behold, I send a messenger before thee to keep thee by the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Take ye heed before him, and hearken to his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed hearken to his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy to thy enemies, and an adversary to thy adversaries. For my messenger shall go before thee, to bring thee into the Amori, and the Cheti, and the Perezi, and the Canaani, the Hewi, and the Yebusi, and I will cut them off. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and break in pieces their pillars. And ye shall serve Yahweh your God, and he will bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. There shall none cast her young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my terror before thee, and will discomfort all the people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thy enemies turn their backs to thee, and I will send the hornet before thee, which shall drive out the Hewi, the Canaani, and the Cheti from before thee. I will not drive them out before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased, and inherit the land. And I will set thy border from the Red Sea even to the Sea of the Pelishtim, and from the wilderness to the river, for I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to thee.
And he said to Moshe,
Come up to Yahweh, thou and Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Yisrael, and worship ye afar off. And Moshe alone shall come near to Yahweh,